Hello, welcome back to my vlog. I'm Paula and this is my countryside vlog. I live in the countryside in Rutland, and anyone that watches this all the time, sorry that you might be sick of hearing that, but I do believe that new people come every week, which is an absolute delight, and I'm really grateful for anyone that bothers to take the time to come and watch what we're up to. I've just been doing some editing. I finished work and I'm editing the vlog from the weekend where we went for the beautiful dinner at the local restaurant. If you haven't watched it yet, go and watch it. It's a lovely restaurant, and I would love to talk to you a bit more about it actually, because I've got some real thoughts about it, and I think that's what was nice of making an evening out of it and not just going because we want a bit of dinner and we're hungry, because I really took in the location and what it'd be suitable for and had a really good nose through the menu. We took our time and we had every course. I didn't have a cheese board or anything, but we had 3 courses and I tried a couple of different drinks, and I really enjoy that because I'm a real foodie, and we do go out to eat quite a lot, but quite often it's we're going to eat because we're hungry or whatever, and I don't think the man cub's as much of a foodie as me, but I mean, I don't know if that's possible to be as much a foodie as me. Anyway, it's Monday, so it's the start of the week, and something has arrived that I ordered only 48 hours ago, and it's come from Italy already. And I'm saving this because it's really epic. You better stay watching if you want to see what it is, because it's a first for me and I'm really excited. It's come through DHL, it's been through customs, it's quite a pricey item. So anyway, I can hear the man cub serving up the dinner, so we need to go for dinner. I need a bath and I have to wash my hair because tomorrow I'm going into London for work, and I need to pick an outfit because we all know what happens if I don't pick an outfit the night before. So yeah, plenty to do, and I've got loads to share with you, so do stay with us because I'm going to start to look a bit better throughout the vlog, and I've got exciting stuff to share, so stay right there. And now for my most glamorous look yet. My god, why is my nose so red? It's not red in real life. I've had a bath and washed my hair. It's quite a few hours later actually, and the man cub has tied himself up. That sounds very weird. He's on his PlayStation, I'd like to say. I mean, I used to say going on the computer, which he thought was hilarious, and gave him more steam to call me Granny. I'm not a granny, still in my 30s, just. Anyway, he's tied up on the computer, so I've taken the evening to faff around, but do you know, so much can happen in an hour. Our invoice came in for our holiday home site fees. We've got a holiday home in Cornwall, which is at the bottom of England, if you're not familiar. Lovely place. We got it 3 years ago, but every year the costs go up. It's not free. Once you have one, it's not free. It's thousands of pounds to keep. You literally have to make money from it to just keep it open. You can't just have it like as a treat. God forbid you'd have it as a treat. No, it's a part-time job. The time that I spend booking the cleaner, taking the bookings, drumming up any bookings, it's insane. Anyway, after the situation, God, my hair doesn't look great. That does not look in great condition. Oh, I've bleached it with each of its life. I wonder if I can get myself a treatment before the wedding, because I don't want to get it cut again, because I want as much length as I can, and I think I'm probably going to have it down. What I've done, I'm not going to use, because it keeps going greasy, and I can't work out if it's this that I've just been using the last 2 weeks, or whether this no longer agrees with me since I've changed my hair colour back to brown. So I've just pulled out a couple of other things that I've got to use instead this time. So I've used Percy and Reed hair primer, which I already had, and this serum, which I already had, in the hope that it will smooth and create shine but not leave me with grease. So I'm going to dry it now, but I'm just going to dry it really large with loads of volume, grip it all up for the morning, and then I'm going to have to curl it with the straighteners because the curls aren't staying in with the Dyson Airwrap at the moment. I'll take some advice on that when I go to the hairdressers. What I'm going to do before the morning is put on some fake tan. So it's just normal moisturiser and this is what I use, Tan Lux, the face. I also have it for the body, but I don't fake tan my body very much because it's a right old faff. But I always used to wish when I'd watch girls getting ready for stuff, I was like, oh, they've got so much prep. False eyelashes, fake tan. Although I have, where would I be prepping for at this point? The garden centre. But still, I can never be bothered, so I didn't. So a couple of drops of that into your normal moisturiser, rub it together and then straight on the face. And if you do it way before bed, it gives it time to soak in. Quite often I put it on just so I go to bed, and then I'm worried that it all just goes onto the pillow and not my face. Although it doesn't mark your bed covers. I've never had that, so perhaps it does soak in really quickly. I really like this. It's almost impossible to get wrong. Touch wood. It's really subtle, and you can layer it on. So I can put some on again tomorrow night. Who knows, by the weekend I could be gorgeous. Apparently I'm meeting Karen for lunch, so that'd be nice for her. That's my mum. She called me on Sunday when we were just coming out of the car garage and said, look forward to seeing you Saturday. And I thought, I don't know what you're talking about. For a brief moment, I wasn't sure if she was mad or I'm mad. Anyway, I checked my text to be sure, because I am quite pedantic and I am a stickler for detail. So I had a look and I was mad. I'd actually mentioned it to her. She'd asked me a couple of weeks ago and I said, she said, it'd be great to get together. And I said, yeah, great. I'm free on these dates in November. And she said, yeah, great. And then, actually, is she mad because we didn't confirm a date? I don't know. I've just ironed some clothes for the morning because I just want to have a relaxing morning. Well, it won't be relaxing, I'm getting up at 5. There'll be nothing relaxing about it. But I'll be up early, and we all know that it doesn't go well if I don't prepare. So I've prepared this shirt that I haven't worn yet, that was new a couple of weeks ago from Mango. It's supposed to be satin, but I did not notice until I took a proper look at home that it's not at all. It's polyester, which is an outrage really, because it wasn't cheap. Recycled polyester. Great, I feel great about that. And I was hoping I might layer it over the top with this jumper that I haven't worn yet, my lovely khaki Ralph Lauren. There is not good light in here. Let me see if I can fix that. One moment. Let's see. Khaki, that's a bit better. A lovely khaki jumper that I got from Bicester. And I'm thinking my Page jeans, but it all depends on the mood I wake up in the morning. They're light blue. I'll see how I feel in the morning. But then I had a thought, well, I wished I had my brown jumper to put this under actually, because you know I love beige. But it's in the tailor's because of the last dog-based incident, not mine, where the cuff got. So that's a no. But what I did think I could do was open this this absolute dream that's arrived, because I could wear them tomorrow. Let me dry my hair and I will see. That's a lot better. I certainly feel a lot glossier. Actually, I think the change of serum might have been a good idea, because that is just with the hairdryer. I've not done anything to it. I'll pin it all up later, and then I will just curl the bottoms tomorrow with the straighteners, and I will reach out to my hairdresser and see if I can get some kind of conditioning gloss treatment ASAP. Can't turn up to a wedding, dry as a bone. Right, it's time for the... I'm really excited about this because you don't know what's in it, but this is something that I have wanted forever and a day. Maybe not forever, not as a kid. I don't know if I knew it was a thing as a kid, but oh my God, I'm so excited. I don't know if I felt this excited about my wedding shoes, but big hint there. I've only gone and taken the plunge. Oh, it's Halloween today, I feel like I look a bit creepy, although I am sitting in a creature's dressing gown, which is not creepy at all. It looks like I'm wearing children's clothes. Just to be clear, the creature's dressing gown will be on show all of winter. It's a permanent fixture. Anyway, back to the shoes. I've ordered myself the iconic Manolos that I wanted. Just checking in case there's any shocks. They are my size. And oh my god, little dust bags on top. Oh, this is so cute. I am cherishing every moment of this, and I hope you are too. This is not something that I just take in my stride. I have one pair of Dior shoes that I really fancy that I've actually not worn yet. But apart from that, I'm not the sort of person that has tons of designer stuff. I've got one little fancy handbag. I wonder... Crafted by hand using materials of the finest quality. I wanted to know, because they're suede, if I will need... Oh! They are beautiful. Oh. They look like princess shoes. I'm a real fan of the slingback. I know it's a kitten heel. All my friends at home will be, all my two friends will be at home dying at this kitten heel because I took the mick out of kitten heels for years. But girls, I've finally found a situation where kitten heels are okay. They're really stylish if paired with the right trouser or skirt. Look at that. So happy with those. They are really cute. I'm tempted to try one on. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, I've got quite wide feet actually. I didn't really look it up to see how people with wide feet felt about them. Well, I'm guessing they'll have some give in them. Imagine the serious distress if they didn't fit. Oh, I've got no tan, I look really pale, but I'm going for it. They're going on my feet and I'm going to show you. Personally, I think they are one of the most beautiful pairs of shoes. Oh my god, they're really comfy. Wow. Oh my god, I hope I don't look like a granny in them. Is it acceptable to go look in the mirror in my dressing gown? I don't know, but they're really cute. Oh my god, I'll try them on again in the morning when I've got my makeup on and I feel in one piece, but they have potentially made my year. Good morning, welcome to a very rainy Tuesday morning in Rutland. It's the weather's terrible, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to put on my new shoes. Cue heartbreak. I've had to find an alternative outfit, but I've managed the top half, so I'm really pleased with that. It feels cute. I'm not 100% on the bottom half. I've put on my Levi jeans, which are the straight leg, which are a slightly looser fit than I normally wear because I wanted an alternative to skinny jeans. They were a funny length, so I've rolled them up. Don't know if you can see, so that you can see the boot, because they just looked a weird fit. They didn't cover the boot, and they don't tuck into the boot, so I've rolled them up in the hope that that will be okay. My god, look, I haven't even made the bed. I blamed the man cub, he was still in it last time I came in here. So yeah, this is my outfit of the day. So let's just see how the jeans go, because it's the first time that I've worn them and they are quite tight. But I love this jumper. I'm glad I went for the medium rather than the small like I always do, because I feel like this jumper has longevity in it now, and often I struggle to get into my jumpers the year after if I've gone for small or extra small. So yeah, it's a looser fit, but I feel quite happy with that. I like it. Gosh, that mirror's dirty as well, isn't it? I really need to give this house a deep clean before we get to Christmas. So I'm gonna go because I haven't got much time anyway. I hope you have a lovely day. Hello, I've just left work and I've tried to leave a bit earlier because the journey can be horrific. It was horrific this morning. So after I left you, I drove down to London and it took just under 4 hours. It's just the look of the drawer in the car. There's some real benefits to coming in the car. You can leave any time you like, and it was absolutely tipping it down with rain, so public transport would have been a nightmare, but it was very long. It was a very long journey, so less than ideal. But I've had a really good day with the team, some great meetings, and for the first time ever in my life, I have a job where I understand the meaning of being energised by other people. Never known that before. I've always been drained by other people, so it's been really good, really enjoyable. So I'm just sat in traffic, crawling along, but I'm going to focus on the drive home and hope that it takes me less than 4 hours. 3 hours later, and I'm home. I've got one thing to say currently, and that is just thank goodness for Man Cubs, because he's made us a beautiful meal. I've just walked in the door, so I'm going to eat this and then see how my mental state is after that horrific drive. Basically adds up to 7 hours driving today.
Get in the bin.
I need to get in the bin. But I have come into something very cute, which I'll get into shortly. I'll have to. I would like to go to bed, but I'll have to because they will need to go in water. But these have been delivered today. It's my first delivery from Freddies Flowers, so I'm really keen to see what the flowers are like and share it with you. And they sent something else along with it too, so I'll be back. Hello. Welcome to Wednesday in the Foxy Argus household. I'm just eating a bit of lunch. I'm so glad yesterday I had the foresight to pick up some lunch on my way back from London. I went to Marks and Spencer's in the services because because I was falling asleep. It was a terrible drive home, but I prepared for today at least, so even though I'm tired, I'm tucked at home and I've got food. I've just been out to the nail shop and had my nails done, and I had them cut down completely and just went for a gel polish, and the nails are just above the fingertips, which I think I'm going to find a lot easier. I do love long nails, but they'd become so extensive. It was becoming really difficult to touch things, press buttons and put makeup on the last few days because the nails were so long. So I've just gone and had those done and had the polish taken off my toes to give them a couple of weeks to breathe. Straight back in at work. Got a meeting for a project shortly, but I'm just dashing around answering questions and preparing for lots of things because we've got so much going on. We've got a new opening in 2 weeks of a restaurant. Very exciting. We've been working on it all year, so those staff are training at the moment, ready for it to open, and it's the biggest restaurant opening Harrods has had actually on our rooftop. It's a Swedish chef coming over, and I think it's his first UK restaurant definitely, but I think it's also something like one of the only ones outside of Sweden that he's got, so we're absolutely honoured to have him. It's called Studio Fransom. Really hoping to get a invite to it before it opens. We normally get to go and test it out as staff, which is very exciting. But I've got plenty to do today. We've got other restaurant openings. We have got a gorgeous Dior cafe coming up in the next 2 weeks. That's just a pop-up for over Christmas, so if I can get some footage of that I'll show you. But yeah, most of the day is spent actually preparing for those situations and doing real work, so very little glamour today. I do still need to go and sort out my flowers, my Freddies Flowers, so I'll arrange those with you after work. The Man Cub's got the fire on already, and I walked past it on my way back and it's so cosy downstairs. I just want to go downstairs and work, but I need to be at my desk, so I think that'll have to wait. But yeah, very cosy autumn day over here. So let me get this work out of the way and I'll be back. Good evening. I don't know how well this is going to go because unfortunately there's been a camera-based incident and I might have broken our camera. When I say our, I mean it's the Man Cub's camera, and there was an incident late last night with it where I didn't balance it properly and I've dropped it. So the camera needs to go to camera hospital, and in the interim I'm going to have to use my phone and pray that Apple can support us through this. Anyway, I've just finished work and something wonderful is happening here, which is dinner. Oh, I can't even hold the phone properly. I've got lovely dinner that the Man Cub's just made us, and the fire is on, which is a perfect scene for me. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy a lovely meal with the Man Cub and have a relaxing evening. I might even have a glass of wine. In my head I thought it was Thursday, but I've realised it's Wednesday, but I'm not going to let that stop me, because I just think in life you should be free to do what you want to do. Right, I've had my dinner, I've got a little bit more energy now, which is great, and I'm not going to have a glass of wine. I might have some hot lemon water, which is totally better for you, and an excellent suggestion by me. So I'm going to finally unwrap the stuff. Do you know what I'm just thinking? I've put the phone on because there's no camera, and actually the picture up here in the light seems a lot better. I was really worried about it. I thought the quality would be rubbish, but it gives you quite a wide angle, really. It's nice and the colours look good. So what you got with Freddies Flowers was a free vase that I didn't need, but still, it's lovely. Because, why was it? Because I was a brand new customer or something like that. It was a deal they're doing anyway, and they probably still are, because I signed it nearly 2 weeks ago. Oh, and do you know what? It's a lovely vase. It's the kind of vase that I don't have. So, I'm really happy for that. These are quite expensive. I can't think what they're called, but it's a lovely, big, wide open vase. I can't think what the name is. Very nice. I'm going to be really careful with my nails because I went for gel this time instead of builder gel. I've just gone for normal traditional gel polish because the builder gel makes your nails quite thick, and I haven't been able to scratch and itch for weeks. Right, I'm going to put some water in. The little chihuahuas come to see what's going on. Imagine, just hit it on the tap. If I'd have broken that, I'd have been devastated. It's a really nice vase, actually. I'm really pleased. Very good. Right, let's have a look at what we got. Freddies Flower Food. Both the same? Right, pop some food in. I think the Chihuahua's wondering who I'm talking to. Do you want to see everybody, Chihuahowski? Come here. Do you want to see everybody at home? Hello. Hello, my Chihuahowski. Go my boobs. Do your boobs out on the internet. You dirty tigger. Now you regret coming to see, don't you? Oh, you're so cute, little pudding. She's devastated. Ooh. Dorothy's come along to see what's going on. I love those little pigs. Right, let's stir the flower food in. And remember, I've not tried Freddies Flowers before, so this is an experiment for me, and I'm interested to see how well the flowers last, how well they fill out the vase. Oh, actually, I think they must probably give you instructions with Freddies, won't they? Because, great, you get a little note about how to remove the nets from your flowers. Excellent, very well needed. A little note saying that I've clipped the non-lilies bunch, which I don't dislike lilies, I quite like them, but I don't want to receive them regularly, like they're an occasional thing. So that's what I put on my online account. And then I think we've got the recipe for the big flower night in. Is that an actual thing? The great big flower off. Oh, this is a picture of the actual flowers that I've got, which is pretty cute. And yeah, it tells you how to arrange them, of course, which is totally required. Very cute. Right, it says the big ones are chrysanthemums, and it says arrange them first. So that's these little nets. I need to read the instructions, how to remove the nets. Peel your net up really slowly from the bottom. Try not to yank it from the top. Okay. Peel them. I think it's very cute. How long must it take somebody to put nets on all of these flowers? Very gently. Peel it up. It's like and dressing your child. Come on. Oh, and then they pop open. That's cute. Right, I better do that for all of them. I really love arranging flowers, and I think in the old house I used to get Bloom and Wild flowers in the box that you arranged like this quite frequently, and it's really relaxing. And I think like sometimes you forget what some of your habits or hobbies are because you just get caught up in your daily life, don't you? And I know what my hobbies and habits definitely aren't, and that is watching TV. I rarely put it on, which means when I do, I enjoy it. If I had to watch the telly every night, then yeah, I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm so glamorous. I'm just literally in the creature dressing gown that Karen bought me several years ago, and this is me. Right, chrysanthemums. Remove from the bottom up. Start with your blooms evenly around the edge of the vase. It doesn't say to snip them, so I'm assuming they don't need snipping. But do you know what? I think I'll just take a tiny bit off the bottom because that's what I'm used to doing. And you do that diagonally so that you expose the stem to as much water intake as you can. Remove any leaves that are near or below the waterline. Oh, I just broke my own rule there. Because they will go bad and turn the water brown, and the other plants will start to mould, and you won't realise why till you see a tiny bit of leaf in the water. So it says that there's 3, and it says to arrange them like that. Okay, fine. Snowberries. I love snowberries. I discovered these last year. I feel like moving to Rutland, I discovered species of flower I've never seen before. It prompted me to immediately plant a snowberry bush in our garden. It's about this big, you get about 4 berries because it's not very old. Snowberries are next. Pop your snowberries around the edge but facing each other. Okay, it's quite a thick stem, so I won't try and trim them. Around the edge but facing each other. Interesting. But I sense already that this arrangement is going to fill out the vase a lot more than my last Bloom and Wild. It was really sparse, if I'm honest. I was really a bit disappointed with it. Okay, great. That's looking great. Oh, Aster. It had the full Latin name on, of course I couldn't pronounce it. Aster means star in Greek and is most certainly our star flower. Place your aster a little more centrally, slightly apart. That's these. These are quite pretty actually, and from a distance I thought they looked like daisies, and I'm not a fan of that type of flower where it's like a real obvious face, like gerbras. Not a fan of them at all. My younger sister Shalise loves them, it's her favourite flower. I'm like, oh, they're hideous. I wonder if that should be a bit shorter. Give it a snip. It's interesting because the instructions are quite different to Bloom and Wild. I thought that they might be really similar, but they're not. It does allow for free thinking, but it offers you a structure. And I quite like that bit of flexibility. Opposite each other. Okay, maybe that will fit in there. And then Lilium. Oh, what's my alternative to Lilium? It must be these cute pink things. Yeah, because the last thing's eucalyptus. In the middle around the aster. Okay, don't need to tell me twice. I just check the stems against, stand them up against the vase to check the height you want. I think the Chihuahua is wondering who I'm talking to because she's standing here watching me. What did it say? Add them in the middle around your aster. This is a wonderful activity for a Wednesday evening after a day at work. Just what I need to switch off, recuperate, regenerate, Chihuahua. Oh, hello. Don't eat that. Does anyone else with dogs feel like it's a constant battle of going, don't eat that? And, oh, I think they've eaten that. Touchwood, I've always been quite lucky to get to the dog before anything happens. Well, it's looking very full really, and very cute. I'm just wondering if I should cut these a bit shorter. That's the wonderful thing, I guess, about flower arranging, because you can do what you like. It's your house, your flowers, do whatever the hell you like. If you put it all in and then you're like, oh, I don't love that, just take it out. Just move it around. Ah, that's better, like that height. Then finally, eucalyptus around the edge. Okay, sure, sounds good. Just pop that in. Do you know what I'm absolutely thrilled about?
I'd text Big Ian a couple of days ago and said, do you want to come? When are you coming? Will you come at the weekend? Come this weekend? And he replied, oh yeah, might do, let you know. And then today I texted him like, have you decided? I'm like an excited kid. I feel like we have the same relationship that we did when I was a little kid, except I swear more now. But I'm exactly the same, like, come on Dad, let's do this. And he's like, okay. But he's just such a cutie. Anyway, he's texted me back and said, yes, I'm coming. And now my head's filled with all the fun things that we could do. Definitely want to go to a bonfire. I haven't been to a bonfire for years. And I just think, I know people do stuff all the time that they do every year, like go to pumpkin patches and all that malarkey. And I think it's less special if you do it all the time. Maybe if you have children, it's different. But I haven't been to a bonfire for years. And so I feel like it will be exciting. And like the smell of the fire and all the other... That's alarming. Scared me to death, that snowberry. I just think, yeah, it's more of a treat if you don't do stuff all the time. So hopefully it's not absolutely tipping down with rain, and we can do that on Saturday night, because I would love to get into a bonfire. I'll have to wrap him up. Although I think, not last year, but the year before, we had a bonfire at our house where we used to live, and Ian came and he'd built a guy, absolutely made our year, and we're all in our 20s and 30s, and Dad turned up with a guy and we were absolutely buzzing. It was just classic, very brilliant, and he looked really chuffed. It was really very cute. We had some sparklers and a laugh, and yeah, it was just really good. So I would love it if he comes, and he said yes. So I'm sure that everything in Freddies is recyclable. I feel like that's one of the things that is one of the beauties about it. Where will I find that? We put all the stuff in the bin. I'm going to do that and clear up, and yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think it's lovely. Good work. Hello, good afternoon. I've just taken a break from work. Oh, it's been quite a day. It's absolutely flown by, but I've been on a course all morning with work, which was really good. They've been really investing in us this year, and we've had a series of workshops and courses with the same external company around working on our leadership and self-development, and it totally fits in with who I am as a person, and so I'm really enjoying it and I'm getting a lot out of it, which is fantastic. I haven't got much time before my last meeting, so I just ran to the next village's shop and bought some fresh bread because I really fancy some bread. And I've got an envelope ready to post off my poorly camera. Very sad about this. Here she is. Unfortunately, when you press the button, what used to happen is this comes on and it doesn't now. I think when I've dropped it, something inside has... Yeah, that's me turning it off. No. Gonna have to keep going with that to try and get it closed again so I can put it in the post. Anyway, I found a company, albeit they're in Surrey. Wash my hands. I'm so much more conscious of washing my hands since COVID, which is a great thing because the more people wash their hands, the better. But yeah, the company's in Surrey, so I'm gonna have to post it off and hope it's back within a couple of weeks, because I can't film my life and times on an iPhone. Right, I'm hoping the man cub, oh, this is beautiful, freshly baked bread. That smells amazing. I was going to pick up another loaf for Ian actually, but Ian will turn up tomorrow with his own shopping. He's very particular. He likes his own things. Crusty bread reminds me of when I was younger and my mum would buy it. And I always feel like I talk about the people in my family as if they're dead, and they're not. They're just not here. Although, I must say, in the summer I talked a lot about my nan, good old Nancy, and then she did die. However, I don't think we should you should be able to talk about your family and whatever else you like without the fear of bad luck, because really, like suspicions and stuff, it's not a good way to live, is it? So my mum used to buy crusty bread sometimes for a treat, and we'd have fresh cheese in it and some crisps. It's just like the memory, the smell of the bread reminds me of that. I love things like butter and chunky cheese. I had to get Cathedral City. They didn't have any like local farms cheese. I think they might have had a Stilton, but I'm not a fan of blue cheese. They did have brie and lots of other things. Oh, and loads of gorgeous locally made things like coleslaw and hummus, milk from the farm shop, loads of great things. But I really fancied a cheese sandwich. So I'm going to take this up to my office and eat this and get on with the afternoon's meetings. I feel I've managed to be a little bit productive whilst I was on the workshop, because although I tried to concentrate, I still found myself replying to things, which is a little bit naughty, but you know, you've got to get stuff done. I can hear the dogs crying because I let them out. Well, they wanted to go out. They begged to go out, so I let them out for a wee. And now they're like, oh, it's less than 20 degrees, we're freezing. Hello, trolls. Ooh! Wow. That went really well. I put the towel down to dry their little feet and they sprinted across the towel and into the house. Thank you very much, children. Thank you, children. Anyway, I meant to show you the flowers, the Freddies Flowers, because they're opening up today. And so they're looking a lot brighter. Ignore my washing. Just washing all my favourite things so I can use them continuously throughout the week. So this is what they look like now they're opening up a bit. There's still a few more to go, like these ones. But on the whole, they're looking kind of great. I'll tell you what's not looking great. That little collection of stuff over there. We have got a plan for that. I gave the Man Cub the plan a couple of days ago because I want to build a boot room, and I've had the design and we're ready to buy the stuff, but I'm just waiting for the Man Cub to actually do the buying. Oh God, Chihuahua's following me because she can smell cheese. Dogs love cheese, don't they? Absolutely love cheese. Oh God. I do not want them. No, 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 no. That Chihuahua, she's so cheeky. She nearly got her snout closed in the door then because, oh, hello. That's a bit better. It's really weird not being able to see yourself on a phone because you don't know if you look absolutely horrific or not. Very difficult. Yeah, they will come and sit underneath my desk and cry whilst I'm eating, and it's really off-putting. And anyway, oh, I've got 20 minutes, great, before my next meeting, so I can actually eat my sandwich. That's wonderful news. But you can see why the days fly by here, can't you? Because it's just one thing after another. The Man Cub's at work today, so I did want to try and get my ironing done as well, but I just haven't had any gaps, not enough to like take 15 minutes and iron some stuff. I try to do it in bits because otherwise you've just got endless ironing, or a big ironing to do on a Sunday. My mum did that when I was a kid and it's just not my cup of tea. So I really would like to get that out of the way today so I can put the ironing board away as well, because it's a pain to get it out. So I've got it out a couple of days ago. I started ironing, but my neck was unfortunately triggered off my neck pain, so I had to leave it, and I'd only ironed like 2 tops, so yeah, I need to get it back out. Anyway, I'm going to have my lunch and get on with my day, and I'll catch you later. Good morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. A lot of people at work say Friday, but I think they can get away with that because they are young and I'm not. I've just packaged up the little camera to go. I've been out already super early this morning to take the man to the garage. I can't even remember what he told me he's having done to his truck, but he told me about 5 times, and I did think on the last time I asked he's definitely going to tell me to zip it. I remember welding. He's having something that you can't see welded. I think he's also ordered some new wheels for it. He's such a car lover. My only request today for him is if he can please bring in more firewood so that I can keep the log burner burning all day and all weekend. I've got a couple of meetings today which I don't normally do on a Friday, so I've had to, thankfully I have clean hair because I washed it last night. Feels like a bit shapeless now that I'm not like going to the hairdressers regularly, but I'm really conscious that I just want to grow it as long and strong as possible for the wedding, and then I'll decide what hairstyle I want after that, but I just need it to be in good condition. So I'm keeping on with my supplements, hair masks and co, and I'm just, yeah, we've got probably, I don't know, 6 weeks to go maybe, max. That reminds me, I need to ring the florist. So I'm hoping that I'm going to have a quick clean around in between meetings, just pop the hoover around. I've already washed up and everything really early this morning, and the kitchen is spotless, and I got a few goodies for Ian, crisps and cake. That's our 2 favourite things, because we're best friends, and he's usually here about lunchtime because he does a half day on a Friday. So what I'll hear is just a dog frenzy, and then I'll know that Ian has arrived. Exciting.